Hey, welcome everybody. Welcome. I'm Zilzad, as you know it. Some of you know my real name. That's not the point right now. Um, I'm streaming this, mainly just to remind myself, my future self, that today is the beginning of the end. And what I mean is because, my mm, my supervisor in my own job has finally left. Um, to pursue a different endeavor. There are certain circumstances I'm not going to explain. The point is it has come to a point where that I'm alone now. It does. I can justify. I can. People might think that I'm actually still with some other labs, and there are people who will be able to be there for me. But the thing is, I'm literally not with them. It's too late to go and build up some sort of a bond with them. It's not something that I can come out with just within a few months, even less than 2 months right now, because I need to go and write my thesis. I need to find a job. I need to, there's a lot of things to be doing. I, so the long story to short is that I've been sulking, and someone used to tell me, someone once told me that, especially in research, you can only be happy a day. You can only have one great feeling a day. So if you're happy or you're sad, you're angry, whichever the case is, you just be that for one day, and then the next day you just go back to normal, right? But the thing is that it's really harder for me because I've been trying to get into the program for a very very long time, for about almost a decade, and there was a lot of tribulations. To me, it feels like tribulations. To you, I do not know. To other people who have known me, they might feel that it's not a tribulation. To me, it is. There are a lot of hurdles. I, I struggled a lot. I got angry a lot. I got tired a lot. Even right now, a day's sleep is really not enough. Now it's actually 2 in the morning, like 2:30 in the morning, and I just finished a marathon. There were things I need to commit to. I decided to help and commit, and one of the few things are like to run, to feel better about for yourself and also for myself, I mean, and also to give at the same time. But that's enough. Let's not talk about that. My point right now is that there's no more people around. And even though they might say that the spirits will, the lab spirit will still be around, but I'm really much alone. Uh, More to the fact that if I were to find somewhere else to go to, then I don't know whether things are gonna be fine for me in the future. I really hope that not only that people will get their heads straight in this pandemic period, they will know that don't play around with the Delta variant. At the same time, um, don't don't be foolish. Don't think that by being vaccinated, you're safe from being infected by any viruses. You just need to be careful at the moment. A lot of people, you go out there, you start seeing people with masks down and stuff like that, get you really angry. But I told myself previously I'm not gonna be angry anymore. I'm just gonna look the other way. I know it's wrong. It's easier to it's better to tell them that you did, or advise them that they should wear their mask. But at the same time, you're gonna be I'm only gonna say that I've tried several times already, and I got told off before, and almost to the point where I might be getting into a fight, and there's really no point trying to justify. You can say a lot of things, but they're not gonna care about you. They either walk away or they'll try and pick a fight with you. So that's one of the things that really gets me upset. But at the same time, I'm also upset that um, I don't have a lab right now. Like I have only a space for me to finish off my thesis, but at the same time, my new supervisor has this idea that I should do another batch of billion things before I could be sufficiently defending my thesis. So I'm really hoping that that wouldn't be the case. Um, I really hope that um, I'll be able to pull through this whole fiasco. Um, and I also hope that things will get better for me. I got turned down by 2 job offers because I wasn't able to produce for the past 4 years. It's really painful. It's the truth. But at the same time, I could point out several other factors that will also contribute to this lack of ability. I'm not gonna explain or say what are those situations, but things could have been better. Training could have been better. People could have been nicer to you. Could have trained you better. Tell you things that will make more sense when you're doing your work. And then expectations wise could have been adjusted to something that would not would not be so complicated. But at the same time, yeah, you also have to you're kind of responsible for your own work also. People actually spend quite a long time trying to read and get into the work, but I jumped into the work quite early because there wasn't really much time to dwindle in reading. Like many of the people that I know right now, my classmates, they read quite a long time at the beginning. Now they're like struggling to get even something out for their thesis because they spend a lot of time reading and trying to figure out what to do, or like, oh yeah, the first 2 years is gonna be easy. Then the third year is like a struggle because the oral examination, it becomes really tough. And then it's, oh yeah, I got this advice, I need to do this, do that, and then they realize that, oh yeah, I need to spend more time. And then after they disappear off the grid, and then it's like you are the one who is always been consistently pushing all the way, and then they were like that, all like that, and suddenly the productivity goes up at the end of the third or fourth year. Then it becomes really like, hey, you're gonna be really busy, and then and everybody will be thinking, hey, how come you're so free? I'm not free. I just so happen to be able to go and time to expect or anticipate that there will be a lot of things to be doing. So you can't blame me, right? So also, which also puts you to a stage where you are kind of alone. So right now, as I said, your only mentor is gone. You're alone. But I'm gonna tell myself right now, from here onwards, I'm gonna tell myself that I need to move. I need to push forward. No more sulking. There are things I could lay down on a list and start working on it. If there are things I cannot finish, I'm sorry. Then there's that. You know what? Like, if I'll try my best to finish my thesis, I'll do it. If I finish my manuscript, I'll do it. If I have to do it. These are things I could really push almost 100% of it, but apparently, it doesn't seem like it's not gonna be feeding into another job application that another employer will say, oh yeah, despite the fact that you only had this much, your CV actually was quite astounding because you got quite a lot of work being put on you, especially with my lab manager. Like my supervisor actually announced to one of the people that who is someone that I'm actually like officially a lab manager. Come on, man. My job is not a lab manager. You gave me this lab manager and you didn't pay me more than what I'm supposed to be doing. So the fact that I'm actually doing this out of consideration, like out of courtesy, right? I felt that I'm doing well. I can do it. I can do many things. I can multitask and everything. If anybody happen to, see this as an opportunity to go and like want to approach me to, I'm not sorry. This is not some promotion. Sorry, this is not some promotional video. This so just know that I I just want to tell myself in the future that I've done a lot. Don't put yourself down. You know, you you did a lot. You struggled for a decade. You pulled through with a very bad supervisor from your honors. It's okay. Dean taught you well, and then you got a very bad mentor to pull you through a very bad time, only just a little bit. And after he dumped you at the end, he didn't know what to write. He didn't know how to advise you to write in your thesis. No problem. All right, go to the masters, and then you got like you had almost zero idea of what to be writing for your masters, and then after now, you're on your way on your PhD, and then you did well. You did the whole project by yourself. You started from scratch. You didn't waver. You tried your best to run a cater. Now you're trying to come up with a story. You're already on a full-fledged, writing a manuscript for yourself as well. How many people actually start from scratch and actually do come out something at the end? I do not know. I don't think many people actually start out from scratch in the first place. So I think I should pat myself on the back. If any of the people that I know in my lab actually start off from scratch and manage to 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 publish a few papers, yeah, then that's good. Then those are good. If like you had to do like bioinformatics, you had to do wet lab, and then you had to do like a ton of administrative at the same time, and you still had to publish a paper, and you have not even come to a stage where you actually have to have other commitments as well. I think you need to rethink about where you're standing, but at the same time, so what? People would say, yeah, so what? I'm already past that stage already. I'm doing better than you, so what? So I just want to tell myself that I did well. If you can survive up to here in a decade, wherever you go, you can definitely do better, and you can definitely survive wherever you're going. You just need to have a positive attitude and just move forward from there, right? Just have the vision that you are able to, at some point be able to go and have a good time with your family. Anyway, so I hope that I'll be able to go and see you guys again in my next few other streams. I hope I'll be able to stream in future as well. There's a lot of things. I'm really very uncertain at the moment. I really hope I can gather my thoughts well, get myself back into streaming to some degree, a more consistent streaming. I also want to finish up Borderlands 3 at some point. There are a lot of other things. Monster Hunter, Sunbreak is gonna be at next summer. So there's a few other things to be preparing before next year onwards. So take care, and I hope to see you next time. Bye bye.